Hello everyone, I am Dr. Mary N. Odio from Nagaland University. In the previous video on neoclassical organization, we have explored how the theory shifted the focus from rigid structures to people, relationships, and informal groups. Today, we take that conversation further by examining what truly drives people in the workplace. This presentation explores human resource and motivation based theories, highlighting the influential contributions of Maslow, Herzberg, McGregor, and Argyris. These theories began to emerge prominently in the post World War II era between the late 1940s and 1960s. During this period, traditional models like scientific management and bureaucracy were increasingly criticized for ignoring the human side of work. In response, scholars introduced frameworks that emphasized motivation, participation, and psychological development, marking a major shift from viewing organizations as mechanical systems to seeing them as dynamic social systems. Each of these thinkers deepened our understanding of human behavior, not just as workers or team members, but as individuals with needs, values, and potential for growth. Their ideas continue to influence how modern organizations approach leadership, job design, employee engagement, and workplace culture. Let's explore these theories in greater depth. Human resource and motivation based theories began to emerge during the period from the 1940s to the 1960s. This marked a significant shift in management thinking. While the classical era, spanning the early 1900s to 1930s, focused on structure, control, efficiency, and task optimization, it often overlooked human emotions, motivation, and social needs. In contrast, the period from the 1940s onward witnessed the rise of neoclassical and human relations approaches, which emphasized the psychological and interpersonal aspects of work. Theories by Maslow, McGregor, Herzberg, and Argyris helps to redefine organizations as dynamic social systems and not just machines. Understanding this historical shift is key to appreciating why motivation theories remain so important in modern organizational practice. This is the timeline of key motivation theories. Abraham Maslow proposed that human needs are organized in a hierarchy, beginning with basic psychological needs and progressing through safety, belonging, esteem, and finally self actualization. This model helps us understand why employees must feel secure and valued before they can perform at their highest potential. In extension services, this could mean ensuring basic support systems are in place before expecting leadership or innovation from the field. Motivation rises as more of these needs are fulfilled. Chris Argyris suggested that people naturally grow from a state of dependency and passivity to one of maturity and interdependence. Traditional organizations often stifle this growth by restricting autonomy and responsibility. Argyris argued that organizations should allow people to evolve by encouraging participation, feedback, and learning. In contexts like agricultural extension or community development, this theory reminds us to treat people as partners capable of self direction and growth. Herzberg distinguished between hygiene factors and motivators. Hygiene factors like salary, job security, and policies prevent dissatisfaction but don't truly motivate. Motivators, on the other hand, such as achievement, recognition, and meaningful work, create lasting satisfaction. This theory teaches us that motivation isn't about removing discomfort alone, but it is about designing roles that energize people. It's widely applied in job redesign, performance management, and workplace well being. Douglas McGregor's Theory X and Theory Y describe two distinct management mindsets. Theory X assumes that people dislike work, avoid responsibility, and therefore needs control. It leads to strict authoritarian leadership. Theory Y sees people as self-motivated, responsible, and capable, which leads to supporting participative management. This theory challenges us to reflect on how our assumptions about human nature shape the way we lead, supervise, and communicate. As we can see, theory Y mindset often lead to more innovative and committed teams. Together, these four theories remind us that successful organizations are built not just on systems or strategies, but on people. So, when we understand what drives human behavior, like motivation, respect, growth, and responsibility, we can create environments where individuals don't just work but thrive. So, whether you are managing a company, teaching in a classroom, or working with farmers in the field, these ideas offer timeless guidance for building trust, promoting engagement, and leading with purpose. Thank you for joining me in this session. I hope it inspires you to approach leadership not just with structure and logic, but with empathy, insight, and humanity.